As the regular season comes to a close, we're looking toward the playoffs. But we need your help. Palm Beach County Friday Night Football is seeking sponsors for postseason action, including the 14th annual All-Star Game on December 15th. Follow your team's road to the state finals on palmbeachpost.com with all the coverage you've come to know from Palm Beach County Friday Night Football. To find out how you can be a sponsor, email us at pbcfnf@aol.com. That's pbcfnf@aol.com. Let's keep the season going. Palm Beach County Friday Night Football is brought to you by the Palm Beach County Sheriff's Office, the Miami Dolphins, Urban Youth Impact, and William Ward. Special thanks to Terrence Freeman, attorney at law, and Gator Leasing. And now, back to the game. We are back and going for the two-point conversion and succeeding. Jenkins around the left side.
Maybe we've got the answer to our question about field goal kicking, Dan.
Okay, the previous play I'm being told now was not a touchdown, even though we saw an official signal it on the field. That was the touchdown, Janoris Jenkins. So got the player right, just the wrong play, and that makes it 7-0, and that looked pretty easy as well.
Yeah, he pretty much walked in, and we're going to see an extra point attempt here by Pahokee to make it a 4-point game.
And that oh, and we got a flag there because one of the Glades players ran into the kicker, who was I believe Norman. Oh no, it was 49. Miguel Rodriguez is the kicker, and probably one of the reasons he hasn't tried for many field goals is he is a freshman.
This is true, and it'll be assessed on the kickoff, Dan. If it was considered running into the kicker, it'll be 5, but I think it's going to get the whole 15 for this.
And we have Alex Cicada on the sideline with an injury update. Alex.
Thanks a lot, guys. We got our first injury of tonight's bout. Number 50 defensive end Emmanuel Rucker from Glade Central. He is now sitting on the bench with a dislocated left elbow. He is out for the game. Just a couple minutes ago, he was laying down. Coach was trying to tape up his elbow, but right now he seems to be sitting up. Seems to be doing okay, but he definitely will not be able to play for the rest of this game. Pretty exciting down here, except for obviously him having to sit down, but that's pretty much what's going on down here. Back to you guys in the booth.
And thank you, Alex, and that is a big blow because Emmanuel Rackert is one of the leading tacklers, if not the leading tackler on this Glade Central defense.
Yeah, that really hurts their defense, and now that gives us some indication of why Pahokee was able to run the ball.
All right, on the kickoff, and we've got flags.
Flag on the play.
Looks to me like the Blue Devils may have been offside.
Yeah, we have the advantage of being right on the 40-yard line, and if they wouldn't have called that one, I think we would have ran on the field and told them, but that was a blatant offsides, which kind of takes away the advantage a little bit of what they gained on the penalty.
I was going to say, they had a golden opportunity there to put it in the end zone and prevent any kind of Glades return. Now it's going to be a little more difficult as the ball is going to go back. 5 yards.
Coach Sneed and the defensive coordinator, Robert Irwin, they are going to have to really pull some rabbits out of the hat to get this Glades defense to the point where they can stop Pahokee's running game, because Coach Thompson is going to pound it now until they show him they can stop it.
Brandon Hawthorne with the kick, and this one is going off the side of his foot and out of bounds. So the bad news for Pahokee continues there on the kicking game. Good news for Glades is that they're going to get the ball with pretty good field position.
Yeah, that looked pretty much like one of your shanked wedges.
Exactly.
And you know, I can't imagine that it made that much difference to Pahokee, but I'd love to know how many times they kicked off this year, because it's probably 100. Well, Glades gets good field position or demands to have it kicked again, and surprisingly, they're going to have him kick it over.
Yes, they are. So backwards Pahokee goes. The running game is going very smoothly. Their kicking game, not so good.
Dan, most teams, I would say, would have taken the penalty and achieved the good field position. But Glade Central and Pahokee are not most teams.
No.
they like to get in these athletic positions, one-on-one, open field stuff, and we've already seen the explosion that Pahokee's created. Glades certainly has the ability to do the same thing.
These two teams are bitter rivals. They don't even agree on when the actual Muck Bowl started. Glades says it started in 1981. Pahokee says 1984. So not only are they intense rivals on the field, they can't even talk civilly. All right, so here's the kickoff down the middle, and taking it on the hop is Travis Benjamin. Benjamin around the right side. Got a little bit of a hole, but now he is going to be grabbed and stopped. But in pretty good field position, just past the 35-yard line.
Now, what's amazing to me, Dan, is we're right in front of the play when it happened. There are 22 players on the field. It's a kickoff. 19 players are involved in one way or another on that kickoff. And I can honestly say I don't think I've ever seen that.
A lot of speed on both of these teams. Either one can score at any minute, and that's one of the reasons this game is as great as it is, as we were talking earlier, about all the talent that is out there, and all these one-on-one matchups of guys who will be playing Division I football together. So Glades first down and 10 from the 35-yard line.
Now,
Holly's going to take it, and he's going to go up the middle. He's got some room. He's making some guys miss, and a hard-earned 6-yard carry, or 7 yards for Holly.
And I like Coach Snead's plan here. He's not going to panic. He's down by 4 points. Nothing to worry about. You come back and do what got you here to this point. And I really think this is a good plan.
Holly can certainly throw the ball. He's completed 15 of 28 on the year. So he hasn't had a whole lot of time throwing the ball. The give around the right side here to Chisholm, and Chisholm has got some room and is across the 50-yard line to about the 46 of Pahokee, and he's got a first down.
I think the offensive execution in such an emotional type of football game has been pretty good up to this point. What I see is a lot of Pahokee players going for the first fake, and that Glades is able to use the misdirection to their advantage, and all they need is a crease one way or the other because both teams are so skilled in the backfield.
Well, it looks like Glades is starting to find some holes there. Earlier on, the running was tougher for Holly, but right there, a pretty good run by Chisholm, pretty good room on that, and a first down now in Pahokee territory.
I don't know about you, Dan, but I'm sweating up here, and it's not because it's warm. It's a beautiful night here in Belglade. It's just the action of the game. It's just so involving, and you get caught up in it. And unless you've been to one of these games, I'm talking to everyone who gets to see this production, you have no idea what you're missing. It's just fantastic. I would take this over almost any football game that I see through the whole year.
And I think one of the great things about this game is that now people can see it worldwide. You could watch this if you're a serviceman in Iraq or Afghanistan because it's going to be on PalmBeachPost.com. And anyone, anywhere in the world can now tune in and see the Muck Bowl.
Yeah, and you actually won't have 62 commercials in your way while you're watching.
That's right. All right, so 1st and 10 now. Holly in the shotgun as he has been all game. The give up the middle to Chisholm, and Chisholm is going to be dragged down right away just across the line of scrimmage. That was Jatavius Miller, the linebacker, on the tackle.
And Jatavius made a good play because he stayed at home, didn't go for the first fake, and found the ball and made the tackle. And this is obviously what Pahokee's going to have to do. But again, they're attacking it very intelligently, and Holly continues to run the offense with a lot of good decision making.
Both teams, Bill, started out by throwing the ball quite a bit, but now both have kind of settled down and are both trying to grind out some running yards here.
Absolutely.
And on 2nd down, Holly back. He's got 3 receivers out. They're saying they're open. Here comes the throw, and a terrific play by number 12. That's Willie Hickman. And we've heard that name before, Hickman, with a leaping deflection of the pass by Andre Holly there.
Yeah, it was a bad throw by Holly because Edwin Poole had his defensive back beat. There's no question he had him beat, and he just didn't lead him over the middle enough. And here's the replay on the throw. You're going to see the ball get thrown behind the receiver down the middle of the field on a post route.
A little wobbly in the air there, too.
Yeah, and that probably took some sting off the ball. But you can see the receiver is definitely open out in front, and the ball's thrown behind him.
So 5 yards further, and that would have been 6. So now facing 3rd and 9.5 or 10. It's Holly back in the shotgun. 2 receivers, 3 receivers wide on the left. It's going to be a pitch to Chisholm. Oh, he had some room there, but he slipped. And making the tackle was Carlos Lamons for the Blue Devils. So that's going to bring up 4th down, and we're way too far for a field goal attempt here. So let's see if we're going to have Holly punt it.
Well, I knew they'd run that play eventually, and it was the pitch on the option. The safety actually, in a cover 2 look, the safety on this side of the field came up, made a good play, but the slip kind of helped him.
So no punt coming here. It's 4th down, and they're going to go for it. 5 yards to go. There's a snap. Holly takes off. It's the option to the other side this time, and Chisholm's got some room, but not quite enough to make the 1st down. A good defensive stand there by Pahokee, who's going to get the ball back now.
I like the play call, Dan. I think the running back made a little bit of an indecisive mood, and he needs to know where the 1st down marker was.
All right, we told you earlier that NFL Films is here documenting this incredible rivalry, and right now Alex is on the sideline with one of their reps. Alex.
Thanks a lot, guys. We're joined here by Digger O'Brien with NFL Films. Digger, exactly what are you guys doing here with this game right now?
We're shooting this for High School Game of the Week. It's on Versus, Comcast Network, and we do an hour-long show. We've done about 5 of them so far. We've been in Michigan, we've been in Ohio, we've been in Texas. This is probably the biggest one yet.
Why is this the biggest one? Have you told you about the hype of this game?
Everything. It's a college bowl game atmosphere versus every other one was a high school game. And obviously the caliber of players that come out of here is another big thing.
So obviously, what you've seen so far, what do you think so far?
I think it's a spectacle. It's a minor Super Bowl.
Okay, thanks a lot, Digger.
Sure, no problem.
And that's it. That's it.
Now that's I'm sorry, Dan. That's an unbiased opinion from somebody that's been all over the country filming this. And being from up north, I keep telling people up north that no, you don't understand. You got to come to Florida if you want to watch people that can run and make athletic plays, and that's just been confirmed.
And on that last play, that was Vincent Smith once again picking up another 1st down for the Blue Devils. This is certainly a Super Bowl of Palm Beach County teams. No other team in this area has been as dominant as Glade Central and Pahokee have been this season. Both of them unbeaten going into this game. And unfortunately, one of them is going to have to take their first loss tonight.
Right, Pahokee comes out on 1st and 10 and runs a little trap play inside. And Glades is up to the challenge inside and pulled it down to about a half a yard. And taking what our NFL representative said one further, Dan, he said that the quickness of the game really, really surprised him to the point where he feels like he's at a college game instead of a high school game.
And after one of the first unsuccessful running plays the Blue Devils have run, they face 2nd and call it 9 yards. Quarterback is Anthony Shepard. He's back to throw, and he's going to go deep. He's got a man. Can he catch it? Oh! In and out of the hands of Newkeith Richardson, who would dearly love to have that one back. But a very difficult catch to make there.
Yeah, it was. It was one of those over-the-shoulder, wrong-shoulder catches. He probably catches that 8 out of 10 times in practice. But this is the Muck Bowl. And we've seen 2 drop balls that I'm sure these kids feel like they should have caught. But pretty good throw from the Pahokee quarterback. Could have been over the other shoulder, but that's the first person I've seen run away from somebody else. And it's just amazing to me how much speed is covered, how much territory is covered in such a short period of time.
Yeah, that was scary speed right there to see him accelerating. So that'll bring up 3rd and 9. Shepard this time from the shotgun, looking to throw, and he's going to run it this time, aiming for the 1st down marker, but inexplicably runs out short of the 1st down, about a yard short. And I don't know if he just didn't see where he was supposed to go, but he ran out before to avoid contact, and that's 4th down.
Well, he's either been told by Coach Thompson that when you get to the sideline, you take it out of bounds, or he didn't realize where the 1st down marker was. I think it's the first thing, because he definitely took it to the outside out of bounds, and all he needed was another yard.
Well, my guess is that Pahokee doesn't punt in this situation. What do you think?
No, they will not punt. I just don't feel that either team has any defense for somebody that's going to make a play at any time.